Well, hello, beautiful divine being. Happy day, happy day. I always come in here and say happy day, but oh my, there's so many things. First off, it's 9/11, right? I think we all have some type of emotional stored memory within us on what happened on 9/11. Let me know if you remember where you were, how you, like, what was happening. I was personally, by the way, I'm Susan, if this is the first time you see me. Hey. I was in the first grade. I was in the first grade. I was in school. We had a little TV in the corner, in one of the corners, and I remember us witnessing, like, right, the towers and people jumping out of the building. And in that moment, I remember having a classmate next to me, and he just started bawling out like crazy. And I was just like, kind of like in shock, like, what the heck? Why are you crying? Like, so emotional. It turns out that he actually had a family member that was working in the Twin Tower, one of the Twin Towers, and he was just it was just very emotional that day to see that there was literally people jumping out of the building. It was just wild to just witness. So it's just like, it's very, very sad. I feel like I was more emotional during in the morning when I was doing a Zoom, that I was on my stories talking about it, because yesterday, you guys, I'm pretty sure you have, because it's basically all over the internet about Charlie Kirk. My heart hurt. My husband was the one that would watch a lot of the things, a lot of the content that he would share, and a lot of the things that he stood for. And so just seeing that he was taken from our lives, like this world, just makes, and the reason why, because he stood up for what he believed in. He had so much courage, so much faith, so much compassion towards speaking on what is true, that it was just wild. And just, it's sad to think that there's people out there that are actually like happy about it, when it's like, this was a man, he was 31, I'm 31, like, just blows me away just to think, like, he's had a wife, he had 2 kids, and he's no longer here because there was somebody that didn't agree with what he said. And it just makes me think, like, if you don't agree with what I got to say, then skedaddle, then don't get, like, why are you going to be in my space if you don't? It's just really sad to see that we can't live in a world that we do live in this world. We live in this world where everybody's going to have their own opinion, their own perspective, whether it's controversial or not controversial. And just to think, like, this person had to go out of their way to take his life because of the things that he would speak up against, and what he stood for. And not only that, something deep within me has been dormant for years. Like, I was very passionate back in 2021 to talk about how there was a lot of confusion and people being misguided with the whole LGBTQRSTUV community that is out there, and what they stood for, and who was actually funding these organizations. And so throughout the years, it kind of just like subsided, right? But seeing that this man was taken from this earth because he stood up for something that he truly believed in, I was like, oh, hell no. Like, if you think that by taking one person out is going to silence the rest of us, like, no, if anything, I think you lit a fire under everybody's ass, and me included, because it just gets me to think that I need what was within me. I was very passionate about talking about how we have masculine and feminine energy, right? The energetics of what we are, and how it really is like somebody who's sitting there identifying themselves as the opposite gender. They really do have mental issues. They got to get their mental health checked, So it's obvious, like, there you shouldn't. And if you don't like, again, if you don't like what I have to say, you can skedaddle on it, because there's no reason why you're going to sit here and be entertained by this beauty if you don't like what I got to say. So it's just like, come on now. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. But for those who resonate with what I have to say, what I believe in, I go back to the same thing. It is super, super important for parents to feel confident and have the clarity to be able to have these conversations with their children about gender, identity, and sexuality. Like, right, those three things right there. And I'm going to tell you, if nobody has told you, you're going to learn today something that your parents didn't teach you. What private area you were born with is a physical expression of what energy you are dominant in. So I am a female. I am dominant in feminine energy. I wasn't like that all the time. When I actually started learning about masculine and feminine energetics and learning about that there's a balance between these energies that pull and go, I was super heavy in the masculine energy. And it all has to do with how you got raised. Mind you, my father was incarcerated for a good majority of my life when I was a child. So I saw my mom working 3 jobs. She was never home. Like, it was just something that I embedded in myself to believe that I needed to do everything, that I didn't need help, that my mom did it, I can do it, right? So when I got married, it being this very heavy on the masculine energy, my marriage, there was a huge imbalance in my marriage. It caused a lot of dysfunction because of the fact that I had set beliefs about myself, about how I showed up in my relationships, that there was just so much irregularity that it wasn't, I physically, I just didn't feel good. I felt like I had so much depression. I had so much anxiety. I didn't feel worthy. I didn't feel loved. There was a lot of self-hatred. And just to think that all of these things that I just said, there's a lot of people experiencing this, but then it's becoming normalized because there's huge organizations like the ABC community that are accepting these things and telling you it's okay to be this way and it's okay to feel this way. And it is okay for you to feel the way you feel, but it is also very important for you to get the guidance and the help that you need, because it is not okay to go out of your way to take somebody else's life because you don't agree with what they have to say. And so, yes, it makes total sense that Facebook's not going to be pushing this video as much as if I were to be acting like I'm over here shaking my ass or something, right? Because that's just the way the cookie crumbles with the way media is. So you see this video, you agree with what I have to say, make sure you give me a huge thumbs up on it and share it, because I think more people need to be aware that there is power within you, that yes, whatever physical body that you are in, whatever energy you're dominant in, no, regardless, you do have the masculine and the feminine energy within you, and it is really up to you to learn about this, to get the awareness and learn how to apply this in your self-image, in your relationships, in your business, in your community. Because if you, even if you're sitting here with ignorance on fire, these forces are still working, and the high chances are that if you're not aware about this energy, they're working against you. So with that said, I just know that this truly is the beginning of something. Charlie Kirk's life did not go in vain. Like, there is, I can tell you, I am one of those people that are going to show up even more and speak up more about things that are considered controversial, because of the fact that we've spent so many years, the past 4 years of our lives, and mind you, this is something like, yes, it happened here in America, but I'm pretty sure this is a global impact. The past 4 years we have been put a bunch of propaganda, a bunch of crap that has been filling the media on so many things that tell us that it's okay to be confused, it's okay to be lost within ourselves, and love is love and all that BS that comes along with it. And it simply isn't true. If anything, parents know that it is up to you to educate your children on this. No school, no public education, no institution is going to sit here and teach your children what is within them. It is within you as a parent to learn about how universal laws impact your life, how your thoughts, your mind, your attitude, your actions affect your results in your life, and how you see yourself really influences how you show up. Like, seriously, I can honestly sit here and say when I was younger that I started dressing with baggy clothes. A little side note, but it's coming back. When I used to dress up, like I would dress up with big shirts, big pants. I was considered what was be a tomboy. What that automatically, some people identified me as being bi or being lesbian because I would dress like a boy, basically. Like, it's just so stupid to think that I'm over here having, I have a daughter that she's almost going to be 13 years old. She dresses the way she dresses, and I'm not sitting here identifying her sexuality or her identity based off of the clothing that she's wearing. And so it's very sad to see parents go along with this and they don't think twice about it, because there's so many organizations and things that feel bigger, make you believe that these are things that you just should automatically accept to be true. And that is not the case. So, even if Facebook does not show this video, I'm for sure going to be sharing this everywhere else, because it is important for people to be aware of what is happening within you and really understand that there is a divine essence within you. The full nature of your divine essence includes you being aware of your masculine and feminine energetics. Okay? So, on a side note, because that's one of the things, like, that's what I wanted to come on here and talk to you today about. I know I've been talking a lot about the free enrollment, because, guys, by the way, we have free enrollment right till the end of September. We have amazing, innovative metabolic health supplements that are changing thousands upon thousands of people's lives. We have a review group that shows proof of it. The proof is in the people, and there's so many people showing that these products are so ahead of their time. And we have 3 new products that are going to be launching in October. And so that's what I'm usually always coming in here and telling you, because there's so much excitement around it. But just being that yesterday I saw the video of how Charlie Kirk was taken, it shook me. It shook something within me, and while I was on my morning walk, I was just remembering everything that I would talk about, everything that I stood for, and in somehow along the way, it just kind of got silenced. It got covered up with life circumstances and things that were happening. But thank you for the person that did this, because guess what? Me, along with so many other people, are now going to stand up and speak more about what is true and what is right. And the truth is that you are a spiritual being with an intellectual mind living inside of this physical body. You are a spiritual being with masculine and feminine energetics within you. And it's your job to understand what that is. So, you like what I got? You like the sauce? Follow me for some more, okay? Because I'm for sure going to be sharing a lot more about this topic. And obviously, I will be going more into depth on my becoming, like I do weekly becoming magnetic spiritual calls. I reserve these for the girls that are associated with me in my business, but you are more than welcome. If you shoot me a message, you are more than welcome to join. And I will definitely be talking more about this, because as you can see, this is something that is a public media will not sit here and push and promote, because it really gets somebody to unlock your power. Like, you will become so powerful when you understand how your body, how your mind, how your emotions impact your life. Like, your job is to emotionally regulate yourself and elevate yourself. And if you're in my space, that's what we're doing. And if you're not part of it, like I said, you can skedaddle down it, okay? All right. So, mucho amor. I hope this video has served you well. Like I said, heart, love, share, and send me your feedback because I would love to hear what you have to say, okay?